Mitchum Hunchberger was right about Rory. I distinctly remember being like, what a meanie, what a jerk, how dare you treat little Miss Rory Gilmore like that. When we go and rewatch the show and actually look at the situation, he was right. And we can see that he was right when we look at what happened with her in A Year in the Life. We can see that it was right what happened before A Year in the Life when she was in the DAR. What he said to her wasn't, hey, you're terrible, you're this, you're that. He said, from what I've seen, you don't have it. You don't have the drive to go and get the story and whatnot. You make somebody a really great secretary. You're good at scheduling things, assisting things, which she saw. She was phenomenal at that when she was at the DAR. And there's a couple pieces of nonsense that I hear that let's get that out of the way right now. Number one, oh, he said that because, well, he wanted them to break up. No. Mitchum had said several times that he, honest to God, couldn't care what Logan does during this time because he knows at a set point, Logan is just going to get to go into the life that has set for him. And when you watch that show, yes, the family was mean to Rory, but Mitchum wasn't. In fact, he was the one who yelled at them. He said, that is wrong. Do not do this to that girl. He has been nothing but nice to her. This probably billionaire who has given her the opportunity of a lifetime to follow and be in that. This billionaire who gave her the opportunity of a lifetime. And people are like, oh, no, well, even that was some sort of trick or some ploy. No. That's something a Gilmore would do. That's something that Emily might do. That's something that Lorelai might do. What do they say about Mitchum? He is somebody who is very straightforward. He will tell you exactly what he thinks about things. He doesn't like playing games. Logan explicitly said he doesn't like people who play those kind of games. Let's go to the talking point where they say he said to break her spirit. First and foremost, when Rory told Logan what happened, what he said was, he does this to everybody. He said in an angry way, like, well, he shouldn't treat my girlfriend like that. But his response was, he treats everybody like that and just says what's on his mind. Now, when you go back and you watch Gilmore Girls and you see the entirety of her internship, you'll see that Logan told her what to do and how to get into his good graces, and Rory didn't do that several times. He said he likes people who are up on it. He likes people who are go-getters, who just go for it, who's there early, who stays late. The people who don't have to be told what to do and what to think and what happened throughout that internship. There were several times where he had to say, hey, Rory, come on in the room. Do you need an invitation? Hey, I'm walking. You should be walking. Nobody's going to be telling you what to do and getting direction. And you can imagine that that's what he's talking about when he says somebody who's wants to be a journalist out there in the thick of it, having to chase those things. And again, when we look at the year in the life, Rory isn't that person. The preceding events to him talking to her, he said, hey, there was some sort of meeting where there was this thing and you didn't speak up. Why did you speak up? You've been with us long enough. You've seen what you are supposed to have seen and gotten that skill, but it's not something that you can teach. It's not something you can teach. It's got to be in you, and baby girl, you don't have it in you. You'll probably go very far, but you just don't have it in you. Now, the last and most disgusting argument that I've seen for it is that he shouldn't have talked to her because she is a young woman and he will break her spirit. He shouldn't talk to her like that. And when you say things like that, let me tell you that you are arguing for her to have privilege. You are arguing that she should not be treated how everybody else is. Instead, because she is young, because she is a girl, because she is very pretty, because she is dating his son, that she should be granted even more privilege than this girl from a little town called Stars Hollow should have. If both somebody that looks like me and somebody that looks like her are in that room and it's supposed to be the same, yeah, he should treat us the same. He shouldn't put on the kid gloves, especially being somebody who everybody knows doesn't put on kid gloves. He shouldn't be talking to her in a way that is very nice and very dainty and builds her up so that he doesn't crush her dreams. No, he should be treating her the same way as he treats everybody else, and that's what he said. This is what I would do with any employee. She shouldn't be coddled just because she's adorable and just because she's Rory. And to be honest, arguing that is a little bit gross.